Here's how our tracker software works. There's a long version and a short version intro. This video is the short version and will show you the most pertinent functions of this software. To log in, click the icon and use your username and password. Depending on your credential status, you'll either have full access or limited access. Here, we'll assume you're the administrator, and so you'll be given full access to all functions in this demonstration. When you log in, you're directed to a home page. There are two main base pages. The home page, which you're already in, and then the admin page. For this demo, I'll head straight to the most important features to show you how creating an estimate and turning it into a live project. In this example, we'll assume that the contractor is a small residential general contractor. That said, this software performs equally whether you're a general contractor or a subtrade contractor, such as a drywaller or a plumber. To do this, we'll go to the admin page. When clicking on admin, you'll see a page with various admin options. Here, you'll choose estimate. Once the estimate page pops up, you can click on new estimate. You can enter the customer's info and choose a project name. Then hit save or save and go. They both get you to the next part, which is where you build the estimate. But one gets you there using the project name as the job name, and the other lets you decide the job name later. I'll hit save and go in this example. In this estimate build page, you have your job name already populated, so you don't need to change this unless you want to. Next, select the tab at the top and hit New. The first one always opens automatically, so if you don't want to use it, just delete it here. All of these tabs showing here at the top are customizable. Currently, they are showing as if you're a general contractor, but if you're a subtrade contractor, such as a drywaller or a plumbing contractor, your tabs would relate to your specific industry. Otherwise, start typing your scope of work, which your clients can see in this box. For example, complete demo of second floor bathroom. Enter your price here. Then either save or save plus. Save plus will save your scope of work and open another box below, so you can enter additional scope of work. It's fast, it's pretty easy. Then you can review your tabs on your dashboard, which gives you reminders of scope of work you don't want to forget when pricing. The tabs below here are sub-tabs, which gives you further prompts for items you don't want to forget to include in your estimate. Remember, these tabs are all customizable. Look for my video on how-to for tracker estimate options in link below. When selecting another tab, click on it, then just go here and hit New. A drop box will open and you can start entering your scope of work again. For example, complete bathroom renovations. Enter a price, then click Save. You continue doing this until all of your scope of work is entered for the estimate you want to create. When you're done, you can go to Report Info. Here, you enter the name to whom you are addressing your estimate and you note important information here that you may want to highlight as it is pertinent to your project. For example, we did not include for a construction building permit as part of our proposal. When you're done, click Save. Now, you can view your estimate by clicking on one of the 3 buttons here. I'll use report number 3. Here's what your estimate will look like. You have customer info, whom you're addressing the estimate to, with the important to note section, and then the scope of work description. You can have detailed pricing or one lump sum. In this example, we're using detailed pricing. Now, all you need to do is send your estimate to your client and log out. When the client approves your estimate, just go back in and click the estimate button again. You'll see your estimate in the box. Highlight it and hit Enable Project. At that moment, your project becomes live on your site, which means that you can start entering costs towards it, such as the number of hours worked on each project, and record any purchases made for that project. Here's how you enter costs into a live project. For example, employee John worked on this project today. John will have his own username and password to access the employee side of your software. Here's what it looks like if you're John. John logs in using his credentials. The only option John has is to enter his hours or to create a purchase order from the system so that he can register a purchase for the job he's working on. This is optional, of course. You may not give John access to purchase order if you want. If he's not allowed to make purchases on your behalf, he would simply have access to enter his worked hours when he logs in. Now, say John is at the building supply store to get some materials he needs. Using his phone to log in, John simply hits the purchase order button and then gives the supplier the PO number on his phone, completes the required entry fields, and hits Save. A message from the software will tell him success 20471 has been submitted, for example. At that moment, the owner or contractor or administrator, if different, will receive a PDF copy of the purchase order John just created. Now, using the Hour button at the end of his day, John can select the project he worked on, enter his hours and description of what he did on that day, and hit Save. A message from the software will confirm that his time sheet has been submitted successfully. The same 2 functions we described using John as an example are repeated by each employee the contractor is employing. As mentioned earlier, some employees would only have access to hours and not purchase orders. The employer will determine who has what level of access. Now that the costs have been entered in a live project, you can run a cost report. To run a cost report, log in and hit the Report button from the drop-down list. Select your job and run a report. The report will pop up in a separate window. You may need to unblock pop-ups. Here, you'll see the client info, the quoted amount, and a full detailed list of all your expenses pertaining to that project with the bottom line result. Here, you can keep a watchful eye on your project's budget at any time of the day. You can access this info either on your phone or on your laptop, regardless of where you are physically. This completes the basic intro of the Tracker software. Of course, there are many more features and options on our software. Just look for our continued video below. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please contact me in the link below. I look forward to your thoughts and/or comments.